Chains by Boss. Chains by Boss is now the official sponsor of the Cowboy Up podcast. If you need your custom cowboy chains, you go to Chains by Boss. You can find them on any of your social media. You can find them on TikTok, Chains by Boss on TikTok. You can find them also on Instagram, Chains by Boss, and you can also find them on Facebook. Chains by Boss will deliver the hottest new cowboy chains for you, and we recognize them as our official Cowboy Podcast sponsor. Thanks. And always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace.
I know that's a cliche, but we must win. We will win. Win is the name of the game.
Check it out.
From Stop 6, Texas, it's the big fella. It's Dallas Cowboy Chris. And from the 915, El Paso, Texas, it's 21, Armando. 21. And from the capital city of Texas, Austin, the Hill Country, is our man, Retrofit Sports. It's Rue. And from the great state of Arizona, he's Mikey. 520.
Stephen A. Smith will admit this team right here is legit, cause this is our year. This is our year. No wonder they be hating, cause this is our year. This is our year. This is our year. It's time to finish this fight, cause this is our year. The name of the game is win, we them Cowboys. First down, second down, we them Cowboys. Third down, touchdown, we them Cowboys. Everybody over here be some Cowboys. We be die hard, we be die hard, we be that blue.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Man, y'all know what it is. It is Tuesday. And welcome to the Cowboy Up podcast. And man, we got the full crew. You know it's football season, because the full crew been here, man, every damn week the last 3 damn weeks. So I'm excited about this. But we always got to introduce them. Man, from the 915 Cholo Town, it's our man 21, Armando 21. What's up?
You already know me, big fella, creating content, baby. Pushing that Cowboy podcast out there. Let's go, baby. Hey, we got some football this weekend. We got shit to talk about, guys. Let's go, man. Cowboy Up podcast every Tuesday. If you don't know, now you know.
All right. And from the capital city of Texas, the Hill Country, man, hook 'em. That's our man. Rue, what's up, baby?
Man, I'm good. It's nice to see them hit people, man. It's nice to see them hit people. It's nice to see a lot of things, but we got a lot to get into, so I can't wait to get started.
I feel you. And y'all know where he's from. The great state of Arizona. What's our man, Mikey? 520. What's up, Mikey?
What's crack-a-lackin'? It's nice to see you, Rue. It's nice to see you too, Mondo. And it's nice to see you, big fella. You know what? I need a second, because as we're growing as a podcast, we are growing in who we touch. So we've added a couple of more than a couple, at least 10 more social media groups that are listening live. And I like to shout them out. And it's an extensive list. We are actually touching 40 social media groups, Dallas Cowboy groups on Facebook right now. So I want to give a shout out.
Yeah, don't shit them out. Don't shit them out.
Don't shit them out. Big shout out. Cowboy fans. All about them boys. Dallas Cowboy Fan Zone. Dallas Cowboy for life. Dallas Cowboy Royalty Family. Dallas Cowboy DC for life. Dallas Cowboy Love. And I'm sorry if I didn't mention you. Just thank you. Like, subscribe us. share us. We appreciate all you clubs. We'll make it a habit to shout you guys out. You know, we already got our regulars. We have One Star One Family, especially Unity Family, 520 Boys, Hard Hitters, Borrachos, Desert Borrachos. We could go on and on, but without you guys, our podcast is not nothing. So we appreciate you. Like, subscribe, and like we always say, tell your friends about us.
Say, man, look who slid through the back door, man. Look at Cowboy B.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
matter of fact, Cowboy B, I'm gonna send you an invite, man, through your email, bro. You can jump on whenever the hell you want to. Matter of fact, y'all vent while I
You know
send
what? His breakdown of Tyler Guyan, his breakdown of the preseason game, and thank you for letting us access your all 22. You make us smarter with your content, and we're watching you shine, big dog. You're doing your thing, Chris. Just don't be a stranger.
man, I thought I had it. Hey, Cowboy B, text me your email address again, bro. I'm
And
gonna
then
send you an
let
invite.
me give a big shout out to, of course, St. Louis Joe, our bro in the building.
Man, you know
Always
St. Louis Joe in there.
WWE guy. Ivan Sosa in the building.
So-
You see
Sosa?
him? You see him?
You see him.
The loyalist.
We got Cowboys beat in the building.
The great
Sulema
Cowboy beat.
Cunha, what's up, Sulema? Big shout out, man. Big shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all joining. We only growing, guys. We only growing. It's gonna get bigger. I'm excited.
Hey, did you see he got retrofit right in the introduction?
I see it. I see it.
Hey man, hey, player.
Well, producer, all in the videos,
Yeah,
dancing.
Hold on, player. You know, sometimes I screw up, player. You know, but hey, man.
Players fuck up.
Hey, yeah,
Players
player.
fuck up sometimes.
Yeah.
We got the great Canadians in the building.
You see them,
Yes.
you see them can fans in this joint.
Crack him if you got him, son.
You got him.
We appreciate
Salute, boys.
the footage of the Rams Rams Cowboys practice.
Hey man, that was fun, man. I really appreciated them doing that, boy. I mean, because they content was better than the damn cowboy.com.
Yep.
So hey,
Big shout out to
What do they call it? Tree
on the
Lance
ground,
was in the
Eric.
way.
yeah, Tree Lance. I love Tree Lance though. Tree Lance need to
Hey.
start over the real Lance.
Yeah, Tree probably would have played better than the real Trey Lance.
hey, so that's a perfect segue. So let's get into this, man. Let's get into this perfect segue that Mikey has. So Trey Lance's performance in the first preseason game. Well, I'm gonna put it like this. I'm not gonna dog out Trey Lance about his first preseason game because y'all know I'm a Dak Prescott fan. Y'all know it. I told y'all last year when I was dogging out Leighton Van Der Esch, I'm gonna stop dogging out our players, right? But I can be critical. I can be critical. All right. Remember they used to call Dak Dink and Dak.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna start
The old
calling
narrative.
Trey check down Charlie. I mean, I swear to God, if you were a wide receiver, he was allergic to you. What up, Joe? Got us on the big screen. Appreciate that, fam. You know, if you were a wide receiver, he was allergic to you. If you was a tight end running down the seam, he was allergic to you. But if you were a running back out the backfield, oh shit, you getting this ball. Because my check down, my reads is terrible, man. But I'm gonna let y'all go, man. Micah, you up top first, man. Go. What you thought about Trey's performance, bro?
Well, it seemed that the only pitch he had was his fastball. There was no touch. His anticipation was horrible. He's having trouble reading defenses. Like right now, what is it? Fat, he's still in the end zone saying, I'm wide open. I don't know if you saw that play where they cut under Noah, or I want to call him Noah Fat, but Noah or Fat just cuts over like in a wheel route out the backfield, and he's wide open. He's wide open, right? He's scoring right now. He missed a Jalen Moreno Cropper in the touchdown. Those are 2 touchdowns that we could have had. And then the other Cropper one where he just threw it too hard. There was no touch to any of his throws. And I know 2 drops makes that McMath, and that McMath is a cut. Christopher, I know that completely. I resaw it, and you were right. But his athleticism did show. It shows that he's just needs more reps. He does have talent, but if Dak Prescott's walking out the door and this is what we got, Dak Prescott's getting his money.
All right, 21. What did you think about Trey?
It wasn't all bad. It was bad, but it wasn't all bad. Like Mikey says, I felt like he wasn't able to read the plays right. He was holding on to that ball too long. I caught myself at times, kind of like let it go. Yelling at the screen, let it go. But he just holds on to that ball. But we did see some positives, so it's not all bad. I'm not gonna say it's all bad. We saw those legs. We know what he can do with it, with that thread on the ground, right? But and also like Mike said, there was drops involved. So I think that I want to really quick on the panel. There was a question asked on Twitter, and I want to kind of ask it on the panel. If you guys can give him a letter grade, what do you guys grade him, big fella?
A letter grade?
Yeah,
a C. I give him a C.
Mikey,
F+.
Rue.
D-.
Damn,
Wow.
you read my mind.
Yeah,
I'm on a D minus.
and F+.
I was on the D minus, right? And just because we did see some, it wasn't all bad. I like when he ran, right? I like seeing him run, and obviously
That was a nice seal by Tyler Guine.
Yeah, we miss sometimes seeing that out of Dak Prescott, but also we want him to be that pocket passer, right? So I just think he held on to that ball too long, and there was times where I felt like I just caught myself yelling at the screen, let it go, let it go. So it wasn't all that bad.
Right. Okay.
I watch film and I watch him not hit 2 open wide receivers at the touchdown. Don't tell me that misread that he didn't catch fat in the end zone is me not watching film. He has no touch. Everything was a fastball. Everything was too high. Get the hell out of here with that.
Big fella,
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
there you go.
There you go. Go.
All right. What did you think of his performance, brother?
Me?
Yeah, Rue.
Bro, I swear Mikey heard me talking before the show or some shit, because it's like you took the words out of my fucking mouth in terms of how I was watching him just throw this ball. And to think that he came in plus territory on his first drive after a pick, put him on the 41-yard line, gets all the way down to the 6, only needs to get to the 2 to get a first down. They ended up in that 4th and 1, and I'm hazy on what happened after that. But it's just like, why at no point in this game did we score? The red zone deficiency was like, it was just a crazy thing for me, and especially with all the opportunities that he had with all the misses. It's like with all these misses, you ended up with field goals. And it's just an abomination in terms of what I've been hearing from fans in the offseason. Because all this cements to me is that Trey Lance can't see past his nose. There was literally a quarter and a half where I didn't see him throw to any other position than a running back or fullback. There was literally like a solid quarter and a half where he didn't throw to anyone else but a receiver or but a running back or a fullback coming out of the backfield. It was really tough to watch in terms of what I've heard fans actually say about this guy, that he's really going to be the replacement for what we have already. And God, I hope not. Because if this is any indication, there's nothing good that's going to come from it at all. Because I don't think he's NFL ready. He's still very young. And it's kind of obvious when you watch him, and it does feel forced. It feels like
he's young, but damn, how long has he been in the league already?
He's been 5 years.
he's been in the league for 3 or 4 years. I forget how long, but he has been in the league for some time. But he's younger than some of the rookies we just drafted.
Man, he has a George Jefferson.
He's one of the youngest players on the roster.
Old as fuck.
He got drafted when he was like, I think it was 21. So he's been in the league for 3 years, if I'm not mistaken.
Well,
or 20 maybe.
Before Pete goes, we gotta calm down with the why we didn't score points. And yes, that does have a lot to do with Trey Lance, but the play calling was a preseason play calling. We weren't trying to win the game. We were experimenting with our guy. We're trying to see. So when we talk about the competitive nature or that we lost or why did we score more, I get it. We didn't score more because Trey Lance was the quarterback, obviously. But and the calls were like, why did they throw a corner around instead of trying to get that first down by running it? No, they were trying to see what kind of moxie this kid had. So when
at the end
you
of the
get
day,
calls
you
from
drive,
fucking
you have
LA Rams fans saying, "Oh, we won." Oh man!
At the end of the day, though, you had a lot of red zone opportunities. You had a lot of red zone opportunities that went to waste. At the end of the day, regardless of whatever you want to tell me about how we didn't score or whatever, make excuses. We had red zone opportunities a lot, and we just didn't capitalize on any of them. And it was kind of annoying to see that unfold again. I get that it's preseason. I get that it's a condensed playbook, but you know what? They're playing with the same thing too. When the opportunities are there, you should be able to take it. And really, my biggest point about this whole thing is, if this is what y'all are telling me is going to replace Dak Prescott, I don't know, man. Like y'all are tripping.
One more question.
Y'all are fucking tripping.
And ask a question before Beat goes on. Who played better, Stetson Bennett or Trey Lance? Because Stetson Bennett, we were saying our defense played good. No, he was just throwing the ball to our guys. But he
4 picks, bro. 4 picks. That's a grip. That's a grip in the game. 4 picks. That's insane.
What's up, Chris Beats?
Well, let's welcome Chris, man. Hey, Chris, Cowboy Beat. Hey, man, what's going on, baby? How you doing? You there, Chris?
Yep. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. We can hear you.
Yeah, I was thinking about.
Okay,
man.
There we go.
What's going on, man? Give us your observation. Give us your observation, man, on what Trey's performance on Sunday.
So there's 2 ways to look at this. Okay, if you're looking at him as the potential replacement for Dak Prescott, I don't think we necessarily saw much to suggest that that's going to be the case. If you're looking at him at the context that I looked at him as, which is he's a backup quarterback, then I think you walk away from this game a lot more positive. Was it perfect? It wasn't perfect. The throwing motion isn't natural. The timing is a little bit of an issue, but the playmaking ability is real with his legs. That is real. And I don't think that they'd be calling the same type of plays that they were calling in this game if Trey Lance was called upon to be in the game as a starting quarterback. But, you know, I look at this in the context of him being a backup quarterback. And when you look at it from that perspective, yeah, I walk away a little more positive than a lot of people. One thing I will say is, you know, there were missed opportunities with him throwing the football. I mean, there were. I mean, you saw the 2 goal line plays that he missed. There was the one to Cropper. That flat route, he was late on that ball. Like, he did not get the ball out on time. If he would have got the ball out on time, that's probably a touchdown. And then the 4th and 1 corner route, I understand. Like, here's the thing. If that was a regular season game and they called that play, I would rip Mike McCarthy for it. However, from this standpoint, I praise him because you're trying to see if your quarterback can make certain throws. And Trey Lance, I mean, like, look, Jalen Cropper got open on that corner route, and that's as open as you're going to get in the NFL on the goal line. And he missed it, and it was a bad miss. So, like, there's a lot that he needs to work on to be a starting quarterback in the NFL, let alone a legitimate, you know, consistent top 10 quarterback. So if the Cowboys make what I think would be a stupid decision and decide to move on from Dak Prescott, I would most likely look somewhere else because I don't believe that that Trey Lance is the answer. And another thing I want to add to this as well, you know, these receivers, they did some really good work for Trey Lance. There were some really bad balls that Trey Lance threw, and the receivers were able to make plays. Like, I understand people are going to be like, well, what about the 2 drop passes by Racey McMath and Ryan Flournoy? I get that.
Back to back.
But what about like the 5 or 6 passes that Trey Lance threw that were way behind the receiver and the receiver bailed him out?
Yep.
So like there is something when it comes to that.
I think the biggest one is that wheel route
And
by
by
Fant.
the way, what,
The real route, Fant is wide.
exactly, yeah, he was wide open. He was wide open. And here's the thing, right? Is there a lot of traits with Trey Lance? Absolutely. But the problem is with the quarterback position, it's way more than just having a bunch of traits. You got to put those things together. And it doesn't look like Trey Lance put those things together. But again, this is just from the context of him being a potential starter down the line. He's not that. I didn't see that at all. I understand like he does have to get his game reps, and that's something that a lot of people are bringing up. But even still, I don't know. I mean, I just don't.
And
see
against
it
the
from guy.
blitz, he was horrible. He was like 3 for 12 when they blitzed him. Correct?
Chris, did you hear him? Chris, you there?
Okay.
I think we may have lost Chris. All right. Well, look.
He probably went to a bigger and better show already. God damn it. Already.
Well, no. This is my thing about. I was really trying to be objective. Watching him on Sunday, I wanted him to start the whole game. I wanted him to play every snap in the game because we gotta know, right? We gotta know.
He damn near did though.
Well, he damn near did, but I wanted him to get that opening snap and see all 4 quarters, man, and see. The only thing that actually really bothered me was his decision making when it counted. Okay, like on 4th downs. I think Mike McCarthy went on 4th downs on purpose, just to see, hey man, are you gonna get us this first down? Are you gonna get the right check down, or if you're gonna throw the ball right? Because even the one to the tight end in the end zone, man, he had the coverage. I mean, he had the one-on-one. He just overthrew him. It was there. I mean, but hey, as Cowboy Corner been saying all day in the chat, that do it all the time. I beg to differ, but we ain't gonna argue this because we talking about number 19. Is it 13? What is he wearing? 19 now. So I just think,
Jet?
Yeah, John Jett. I just think his performance was piss poor. I gave him a C.
That was very nice of you. Like
it was.
I'll see for Chris.
I gave him a C because they did move the ball, but it just seemed like, man, when we had to have the first down or had to have the touchdown in the red zone, he didn't get it done. So, but I know it was a preseason game, so that's why I was like, it's a C.
Hey, but didn't Cooper Rush look nice though?
Caught Jalen Brooks, baby.
Cooper Rush looked nice out there. I was like, okay, Rush.
Yeah. So, hey, that was
he
my
hit
thing.
that deep pass at the beginning. That was nice,
right?
And he did underthrow it a little bit.
Yeah, he did, but I mean, the receiver played it perfect. I think it was Cropper, wasn't it? Or no, it was Brooks.
Jalen Brooks.
It was Brooks.
And Brooks looked like Terrence Williams a little bit.
That was
body
a
catching
nice
it.
snag. That was a nice snag. I don't even care.
Hey,
he came back,
guys,
put his body in the way of the DB.
Go ahead, Chris.
Real quick, I probably got to bounce because my internet connection is doing great right now.
Yeah, right. Okay. We know Law Nations is on next to us. You know where you're going after this.
I'll be in the chat.
All right, bro. We'll talk to you later, brother.
Hey, thanks for coming, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Good,
hey. So as a census, I was the only one that gave him a passing grade. Everybody else gave him a failing
D's
grade.
get degrees, baby.
Yeah, I had that argument with somebody on
No,
TikTok before,
when
and
you
they got
gave him a
mad at
C
me.
and they called it piss poor.
Hey, because you expected more out of him because of people like Corner saying he's so good and he's this and he's that, and he's the future of the Cowboys. And I was just like, I tried to go in it as very objective as I can. But
Yeah,
it
I think
was
I think
piss
that
poor.
I
I
think
mean,
that
he passed because he got a passing grade just because he threw the ball a lot. He didn't complete shit. He just threw it.
I think that just all the hype that we've been expecting and what we saw was just it didn't add up. So it was just
Mhm.
it was out of there. It was like, damn, okay,
He
so
averaged 2.8 yards a throw.
shit.
Hey, that's that check down Charlie. That's the check down Charlie. That's the check down Charlie.
Anything
So
else
let
is
me
beating
see,
up
Chris.
the piñata. I think you
You
could get
give
only
Trey
so much
Lance
candy
a
out of this
passing
piñata.
grade. He said I'm being nice. Will said I'm being nice. Will, I can shoot you the link too, man, if you want to join. So, matter of fact, here it is. Link is in the comment section. So if y'all want to join and talk about this, that's fine. I just want to. Me and St. Louis Joe talked after the game, right? And he was just like, he's like, bro, anybody that hates Dak Prescott are just foolish right now, because you see, I said if they got rid of Dak Prescott, they was gonna go 5-12. I have amended that. It'll be 3-14.
Bullshit on Cooper.
That's
on
awful.
Cooper Rush that bad.
Hey, I ain't talking about Cooper. Cooper still won't start. Cooper still would not be your starter. He wouldn't be your starter, man, because they invested everything in Trey Lance. So, Cooper just that backup just to mop up. That's about it, man.
Hey, literally the figurative redheaded stepchild.
Exactly. So, man, let's move on. Well, I'm sure we'll get back into Trey. But Ruth, since you up top, man, who caught your eye in the game Sunday, man, that made you like, okay, all right, I see.
I know who he's
who caught your eye.
I know who he's gonna say.
Honestly, first and foremost, before I get into my Cowboys, I have to give a shout out to Jordan fucking Whittington, bro. I know he played for the Rams. I don't really care. The man's a Longhorn, and he is Mr. Reliable. I wish he was on this roster, and I loved watching him just kind of fly around in an 88.
He did good
for the Rams. He had a great fucking game. He came in clutch for them on a lot of third downs. Had a really good performance, and it's always good to just see the Longhorn do well. Aside from that, I got to shift it to another Longhorn, baby. DeMarvion Overshown, Agent 13, son. Oh, that is just the best thing for me to even see. I just love that he just picked right up where he left off. And it's like, could you look better? Oh, you do? Oh, that's great. Because I love watching you fly around the field and make people look foolish. And it was really nice to see just, the young kids just kind of come in and step up and show up and play. Because Marshawn Nealon had his moments. Obviously, Overshown was flying around doing his thing, having a really nice performance. And then just
you got that bottle service too. I just got that bottle service.
It was beautiful. And you like that? You like that little in and out switcheroo? But bro, like, and you know what, man? Our safety room is so deep. So deep. Like it is so nice to see that we just have safeties flying around like honey badgers and shit. Like it's nice to see that they're in their true positions.
It's nice to see. Yeah, you know
what I'm saying?
It's actually a safety.
It's just nice to see that they've kind of recuperated in that spot and become kind of whole again, because we're going to see bodies rotating in and out of there just because of all the talent that we have at that spot. But ultimately, for me, it had to be Overshown, man. I'm just so happy for that kid, and it was so awesome to see that he just kind of picked right up where he left off, and he could possibly even look better. This linebacking core, as weak as it was last season, is looking like it might be a real thing this year. Obviously, it's preseason, so I'll temper it for the moment, but I don't want to see him back on the field. I'll tell you that much. Like maybe a drive or two, and then get that Ferrari back in the garage, man. I need him for the year.
All right, 21. Who caught your eye Sunday, man?
Rico Dowdle. Rico Dowdle
That
gave us
would
some
carry.
flashes, and I'm like, okay, we got ourselves a nice little running back, and so definitely excited for that. This running back room, we've been talking about it. We don't have a big name as to say, right? Obviously, we didn't see Zeke, but that's another thing right there that we got to talk about. But Rico Dowdle, man, those flashes that we kept seeing last year, we're seeing him again, and I'm just hoping he gives us those big moments in the regular season.
All right. So it is Mikey time. Mikey, who caught your eye, brother?
I thought you were gonna say because I don't want to take this from you. I really don't, but
No,
you
no,
gotta
no. You
love
do
the
what you gotta
reps that
do.
our boy Tyler Guyton got. And everybody's doing the same instant replay or their breakdown of how he leaned in, but then he recovered because he's so athletic. But the thing about it is when you get scared with these guys, like with the whole perception of Trey Lance, does he belong out there? Could he actually be out there? And his play suggested that hell no, not in week one. But in week one, Tyler Guyton could be on that field. I'm not saying he's gonna be already Tyron Smith, but I could see Tyron Smith out of him and this pick. We could talk about another first round pick. I know somebody else is gonna talk about that, but this one looks for right now in the 12 reps that he got, he looked good. That seal off where he sealed off Vanden Buchenberg or whatever number 51 was his name. He had three names in one. Sealed off, and then that allowed Trey Lance to get that big run. There was a crackback toss where he took out the Moreno Cropper. He took out three guys. The run didn't go for shit, but it's just his strength, his athleticism. It made me feel all gushy inside. And the thing, I'm gonna defend offensive linemen now. It's like throw up in my mouth, but he's gonna do good. And in baseball, if you hit it once, whatever, every 5 times or every 4 times, you're going to the Hall of Fame, right? This kid could have 60 plays, right, that are good. He gives up that 61 play and he had a bad game. So things could be bad for him, but he is who we thought he can be. And when we traded back to get somebody like Nealon, which is be my number 2, because Nealon and Overshown are getting me giddy, I'm optimistic for sure. They're not going to win the Super Bowl or put them in the Hall of Fame for these plays, but to see that they belong makes you all good inside. And now that Chuma Udoga is a hurt Doga, we're going to see this kid get more reps. We're probably going to have to get somebody off the street, but it put me at ease to see this kid and the work he's put in. It's amazing. And my boy Brock.
All right. That was a pretty long filibuster, but I appreciated it. Mikey tried to steal mine at the end. Marshawn Neely popped for me. In that first quarter, going into the second quarter, when you notice your second round pick on the field with him and Overshown, basically on the same side. It looked like a pretty dynamic duo, and I think 94 looks good on him. At first when they gave him 94, I was concerned about it, but I think Marshawn Neely, our second round pick, and the reason I really wanted to see him because how often anybody watch Western Michigan play? I don't. So I really wanted to see him on the field, man, and he did look very good. So we got somebody in the backstage who's itching to come on, and let y'all get ready for nothing but nonsense. So y'all ready for it? Now here we go. Cowboy Corner, what's going on, man?
Hey, he's got that Miles Austin.
Amari Cooper jersey look good on you. That Amari Cooper jersey looks so good on you.
Turn around.
That 19 look good.
Is that your Amari Cooper jersey or what?
This is a recycled 19. All right.
Are you gonna show us the back, or you just gonna show us the front?
I'm going to show you the front because I'm looking
You gonna show us
forward.
the
I'm
back
not
of the
looking
jersey or
backwards.
the front?
Not looking back.
He's going windshield, not in the rear view.
All right. I'm going to keep it 100. Did Trey Lance have the perfect preseason game? Absolutely not.
No.
But did Mike McCarthy help him out? No. Was play calling vanilla? Yes. Is this preseason? Yes. Right? So you boil this down to brass tacks. There's 2 more games we got to really evaluate Trey Lance. This was his first action in a long time. His first job interview did not go well. He stuttered a lot. He couldn't answer a lot of questions. Right?
That resume didn't look nice.
Right. And so I got 2. He got 2 more interviews. But I'm gonna take. This was his first game time performance in a long time. He's been hurt a lot in his career. It is what it is. Mozzie Smith had a couple of good plays, but Mozzie Smith looked like hot dog shit. Number 1. Carl Davis looked like crap. Justin Rogers was getting pushed around. Like, our defensive interior it's non-existent. All right, we got to speak on that. And then one thing else that no one's mentioning, why the hell did Jalen Tolbert not suit up? What has he done in his career to not be in pads? Was he hurt or something? Did I miss something? There's no reason why he should be penciled in as a starter. Absolutely not. That's horrible coaching. When the lights come on, that dude disappears. Jalen Tolbert should have been dressed and should have been on that field, period. He has not earned anything in this league except an offsides penalty against the Packers. That's all. That's the only thing he's earned. So that was bullcrap. Matt Walesko looked good at the right tackle position. I like what Matt Walesko was able to do. His kick out, his hands, I like that. There's a lot of momentum there. That's another player that hasn't had a lot of reps because he's been hurt.
Bass looked good. Then he got beat.
Cooper Beebe, I thought, played extremely well. Tyler Guyton played extremely well. Awesome Richards at left guard played good. Bostic Jr. was to his left, and it made him look like hot dog crap. Awesome Richards. But when Bostic got out of the game, Awesome Richards looked a lot better at that left guard position. So I do like that behind Tyler Smith. I think I don't know. I think there was a lot of jitters for everybody, and I hope there was jitters for Mozzie, because if Mozzie can't get his act together, there's nobody behind him in this first preseason game I was really like, you know what? Go ahead and bench Mozzie for this guy. That's what I was really looking for, right? We knew Cooper Rush was going to come in and line it up. My boy Jalen Brooks catching the big deep bomb, baby. I've been telling y'all about Jalen Brooks. He's the one that should have been on the sidelines and Brandon Cooks, and Tolbert should have been the one suited up. They had that backwards. They got the wrong Jalen. Now, Jalen Cropper, on the other hand, he's the most good, inconsistent wide receiver I ever saw in my life. He looked like a mixture of Sam Hurd and Patrick Creighton in 2007. It was like, oh, there's Jalen Cropper making a play.
If the quarterback finds him, he has 2 touchdowns. If the quarterback actually knew what he's doing, he has 2 touchdowns, and that whole narrative is gone.
The first one, his back was turned, and Trey Lance seen it, but he couldn't throw it. He had to hesitate. And by the time he threw it, he caught the ball and ran out of bounds. That's Michael Gallup would have caught that and made a touchdown all day long. That's the difference between learning and a vet. So seriously, Ryan Flowney, trash. 2 drops when in the clutch moments. Michael Gallup, my ass. That dude, Des Bryant, my ass. He went on the radio talking about Des Bryant. No, that's an insult now. You're done. I think I got to see a lot more against these Raiders. But someone said something about the safeties position. Absolutely right. I love Marquise Bell. Another dog. Mark Overshown looked good. Seatbelt Carson, the seatbelt was unbuckled. All right. He did not look good. A lot of training camp hype there. Who else am I missing? Eric Scott Jr.
Guys, I need to apologize.
Eric Scott Jr. wasted roster spot. They should have just sent him with Nashawn Wright and brought in Andrew Booth Jr. Because Eric Scott, yeah, he got the pick, but good Lord, was he getting picked on? He almost looked like
guys,
Brandon
real
Carr
quick.
out there.
I'm really sorry because now I know how you guys feel when you guys listen to my messages on the thread. This is how you guys feel. Like this.
What are you talking about?
It's such an inside joke. You're not even funny.
Mozzie didn't do good at all.
No,
He had
Mozzie, you know what?
He had 2 good
I was
plays,
calling
and
him
that's it.
Mozzie Charlton, but then I resaw the tape, and he got tired, and that's not an excuse. No, he at the end he got tired. When he's square, he held up, but I understand he's a first round pick, and he's supposed to flash like Tyler Guyton flashed, and he didn't flash as good. I'll give you that, but man, you're just shitting on this whole team. You're shitting
Leonard
on
was
everybody.
pushing him 15 yards down the field. Leonard was.
I'm sticking up for
He
him, bro.
couldn't shed the tackle for anything. There was
I
a
know,
couple
bro.
times where he just could not get off that tackle, and he was just being held. And I know me and the big fella talked about it. That was one of the things that we kept seeing is he can't shed that tackle. He can't get nowhere.
Yeah.
And he's Mozzie Charlton until further notice.
It's tough with Mozzie because I mean he had a couple moments in there, but it was just it is tough with Mozzie right now, and to your point, it's because of the lack of depth behind him, man. That's really what all of this really boils down to. If we can't get it out of Mozzie, who can we get it out of? Because Osa needs the one to go to him.
All right. I got to say something about what Mike said. All right, he's given all these excuses for Trey Lance and completely dogged out Mozzie, who showed things on the field. But it don't matter because Mozzie was the number 1 and Trey was with the 2s and the play call. You didn't name everything. You named everything that went wrong for him as somebody else's problem or an excuse. But if it was number 4, it's all his fault. I don't understand the comparisons because the man played the whole game. He played the entire game. The defense gave him 4 opportunities to score touchdowns, 2 inside on positive territory. But you say none of that was his fault. Not one thing was his fault. Okay. I gave him a C just being hold on, let me finish because my internet been tripping. I may get cut out again. So everything you saw was a positive for number 19. Everybody on the panel and in the everybody in the chat and on the panel but me said he absolutely sucked. But you come on here with everybody else's fault except for Trey Lance. And I don't think I think you're doing some shock jock shit there, Mike. I don't think that's true. I mean, but I don't really think you believe that, brother. I understand being the difference of opinion and being argumentative in a debate set, but man, bro, your eyes don't lie. Your eyes don't lie. His performance don't lie. He threw the ball 44 times for 188 yards. 41 times, bro.
41.
40 times.
41.
Is that better? 40 times.
25. That's 60%.
That don't make it any better, Mike.
40 times.
That's 60%.
40 times.
How is that 60% of 40? How is from 44 to
do 25? It's easy math. Do 25 divided by 41. You get 61%. It's called math, Rue. I know you went to school in Texas. I did too. North and South education must be different.
2.8 yards an average. 2.8 yards average. Come on.
It's still 61% of his passes were completed. That's over half. Last time I checked.
So,
hey,
when I'm hard on 4, when you go to like Five Below, right, and you get something cheap and it don't last long. Oh, did I freeze?
No, we're listening.
Okay. So you go to Five Below and you get something and it don't last long because you went to Five Below, and then you go to Gucci and it lasts a little longer because you paid a little more for it. So you get what you pay for.
Hey, with your bougie ass,
$30 million a year.
That's
$5 million a year. if you're at the top of the totem pole getting paid a lot of money, the expectations are a little higher. Your expectations are just a little higher. When you throw a pick six in a playoff game and you throw another interception and try to blame it on a pass interference call, you get what you pay for, right? So Trey Lance, yes, I'm going to make excuses for him. It's a 4th-round investment that we're still working through. So, yeah, there's still some excuse. Mozzie Smith, on the other hand, is a 1st-round pick. A lot of investment there, including a 5th-year option that needs to perform better. Yes, absolutely. 100%. You get what you pay for. And when I'm paying for a 1st-round talent, I want that to exceed expectations. When I'm paying top dollar for a quarterback, I want him to exceed expectation. A $5 million quarterback, that's why we don't expect much out of Cooper Rush. Before Cooper Rush went 5-1 or whatever it was, no one thought that. Why? Because you get what you pay for. He's a backup quarterback. But when he exceeded expectations, that's cool. That's the difference. And that's why we're missing the mark. That's where we're missing the mark.
Anybody got any rebuttal for that?
Get your boy.
Man, my only thing is, I have to say something because it's, you know what, man, this kid's been in the league for some years now. I know he's had a very shaky career in terms of being in the lineup, out of the lineup. You know, he obviously didn't get, you know, the opportunity you would think somebody that they invested that much in to get in San Francisco, but I don't see it, man. He looks frazzled. Like if we see like a complete 180 shift in against the Raiders next week, because I'm assuming he's going to get the bulk of the snaps at that point, then, you know, maybe you can convince me that something may happen with him in the future. But as of right now, I really don't see it. And I know how young he is, and I know that obviously that there was a lot of hype for him coming in. He's a number 3 pick overall, but he's nowhere near stratosphere of Dak Prescott. And I know what your feelings on Dak Prescott. I know how bad he was in the playoff game. I get that he's hurt you a few times. Like, I understand it. Okay, we're all going through it together. Believe me, we all have. I'm a little mad at his ass too. It's not like it's just forgotten about.
And remember, Rue said that David Carr was better than Dak Prescott. Like Rue is the highest person.
Very, very, very good at bringing up ancient history. Anyway,
no, but I'm saying he had his own opinion about Dak before. Like you're coming straight up unbiased.
But at the end of the day, with what you get out of Dak Prescott and what he's shown in the last few seasons, you can't deny that this is the route that it has to be. And what's worse, it's only going to get more expensive, and it will be more expensive by the end of the year, because by the end of the year, he's going to get to pick wherever the hell he wants to go. And somebody is going to offer him something dumb, like the Cleveland Browns did with Deshaun Watson. It will happen
with the Walter Payton award and without the massage allegation.
Yeah, I mean, this is a face of a franchise for any other organization in this league, minus the Kansas City Chiefs and a few other teams, which I'm not even going to get into all that right now. But there's no denying that with Dak Prescott. With Trey Lance, you're straight up talking about a project. We're going into straight rebuild mode with a guy like Trey Lance. This dude literally went a quarter and a half throwing to nothing but fullbacks and running backs. Couldn't get a receiver to save his freaking life. I don't know what that's. He had 60% completion rating. Congratulations, man.
No. You said that was bad, right?
No, I thought you were talking about the difference of 41 and 44 with 66%. That's what I thought you were saying.
No. You know what this is? That's Dak's completion record. That's Dak's completion against the Packers. So if 60% is horrible in a preseason game,
he had a terrible game against the Packers.
In a playoff game.
Do you want to hear me say it?
Devastating in a playoff.
He had a terrible game against the Packers. He's a huge part of why we lost to the Packers. Okay, but are you telling me that, bro? Can you even sit here and tell me right now that Trey Lance is even better than Cooper Rush?
No, I just said that.
Can you even
I
say
opened
that
that
right
up
now?
saying that. I
Then
opened the
what are
show
we
up
talking
saying
about?
what I'm talking about.
Then I'm done.
You guys got to give this kid a
Because-
chance because y'all never are this
No,
a C minus,
not
a
when I
D
have-
minus, an F.
Not when I
Y'all
have
never
a
gave Dak
franchise guy in the building.
any grade
bro.
after that Packers game. Any grade.
I give you want a grade? I'll give his ass a D minus for that game too. You happy?
Thank you. That's all I
he had a
needed.
terrible ass
That was a
game.
fucking
It's
F
not
game.
a
What are you
secret.
talking about?
It's not a secret. He had a terrible game. One of the worst games he's ever had in his entire career. It's not a secret. You can
Thank
watch
you.
the film, pull it up.
Thank you.
Doesn't
Yeah.
change the fact
Thank you.
that he's top 10 to top 5 quarterback in this league today. And Trey Lance is not even on the same stratosphere, man. It's not close.
Hold his
Dak
job.
didn't look this bad
Yeah.
as a rookie. Dak Prescott
Yeah.
did not look like this as a rookie. Dak did not look like this. And we invested a 4th-round pick into this guy. How many 4th-round picks has this franchise hit on? It's quite a good handful, man. For the last 10 years, we hit in the 4th round. We've had a few guys that come out of the 4th round. Our franchise quarterback came to us in the 4th freaking round. It's a straight at this point. From what I see, it's a wasted freaking pick because there's nothing
Not
you're
yet.
gonna do with him. He's
Not
not
one
even
game.
better than the. He's not even better than the backup that you brought in. I'm not saying it's like definite, but as of right now, what I see, he's not worth a damn thing that we spent on him. The kid can't see past
Yeah.
his nose.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
All right.
All he has to do is
How
turn
many episodes-
turn
how many
down 10%
episodes
of his
this
passes.
podcast
And
have we
Cam
been
Fam,
doing this shit?
I invite you to Talking Crazy on Saturday, homeboy. We'll see who could talk ball. We'll see who can
Hey,
talk ball,
Saturday-
Cam
you
Fam.
know what? You can
I'm
say
on
I'm
Talking
biased.
Crazy on Saturday.
This last Saturday, did I not want Trey Lance to do well? That was the player that I picked. We were in the same show together, right? The pregame show. I wanted him to do well because everything we've invested in him. So this isn't an unbiased, we already had a narrative to shit on Trey Lance. He gave us what we feel, just like how you feel about Dak Prescott in the damn playoffs. But at least he's capable of winning 12 games a fucking year. Right now, Trey Lance couldn't win shit. And you know it. And I'm tired of having this damn fucking conversation with you.
What did I say when I first got in here?
Episode. Like shit.
What did I say when I first got in here? What did I
I
say?
can't remember. It's been a while
I
at this
said,
point.
did Trey Lance play good? No. I said that. Now you got idiots in the chats thinking that I want Trey Lance as the starter. No, I'm just saying there's a lot of potential here that can go a little further than what we see it against the Raiders. That's basically what I'm saying.
I think he's been in the league too long to see more potential. Like, you've been in this league, what, 5 years? 5 years he's been in the league?
It's 3 years, right? It's 3 years.
He's
Let me
2-2
double check.
as a starter. He hasn't played a lot of ball. He didn't play a lot of ball at South Dakota State. He didn't. He played 1 year. He hasn't played a lot of football.
Yeah,
He
2020.
hasn't.
The way he looked,
Dak
2021.
Prescott last year has thrown the ball more in 1 year than Trey Lance has thrown high school,
Right.
college.
We got to
and
take that in
pro.
consideration. We have to take that in
But
consideration.
we are the Dallas Cowboys, just like you have the standard for the Dallas Cowboys, and you're tapping your damn Prada high heel, waiting for us to win a championship. We don't have that time to wait for this motherfucker to develop. And when you get what you get, you're gonna be bitching about him too.
when the Cowboys start over at quarterback, it doesn't matter when. It could be next year. And I even came on this show and said what the plan was to replace Dak. And did I ever say Trey Lance was going to be the starter? Did I ever say that? No, I didn't.
no.
I said Micah Parsons, your trading piece to get him back in
You're
the top
wearing
10
the
if you have good
19
success.
jersey. You're wearing a 19.
I'm a
jersey.
troll. What do you expect?
What do you mean?
I'm a heel. It worked if it rubbed you wrong.
There's only so much room for so much heels.
No, I'm a heel. Of course I want to do this. That's what I do.
That is too funny.
All right, what's the next banner? Save us, please. Save us, Mondo, please.
Well,
is
hey. So
Well,
we got the quarterback out the way, man. We all we all know he didn't play great, but he was there. We want to see what. But let's get to this other topic, guys. The running back room. What did you guys think about the running back room? We had I think three running backs right play. I think we saw Rico Dowdle, we saw Malik Davis, and we saw Snoop Connor, right?
And we saw Pete as well.
Did we see Pete? Was it? Yeah, was it? I thought I saw somebody else, right? So we saw Pete a little
Where
bit,
was
but
Deuce? What's going on with Deuce?
that's what I want to know.
Hamstring.
Hamstring. Okay, I didn't know that, but
The hamster pulled his hamstring.
Tranquilo, Bobby. The
so
hamster stop.
so what did you guys think of this of the running back play? I mean, with the little bit that we saw, Mikey.
Well, like you said, you just took the words out of my mouth. We haven't seen enough. It's just
Yeah.
a little bit. I think of course Mike McCarthy didn't do favors for Trey Lance. He made it Trey Lance centric. He made it pass centric. He wanted to see what Trey Lance had. It wasn't conventional football that they were calling. But it was I was reminded of you, Mando, because the first Rico Dowdle carry that he got, he bursted that 9-yard carry. Or was it an 11-yard carry? I forgot. But he hit the hole. He did his cut. He went on field, and I said, I even put it on the group chat. Mando, you called it. Like, whoosh, like good. And that's what we want to see. Of course, that's what we want to see. We want to see that flash. But this team, I understand we're running back. We need a running back, but we are more offensive line centric than a running back. I think our arrogance as a team wants our line to be the best line, opposed to having a good running back, a la Darren McFadden, Joseph Randall year when he stole the G string.
The OG stream, man.
You will never you never forget that, will you? You
That's
always
what
bring
I'm
that
saying.
same
Because
shit
he's
up.
good. Joseph Randall was explosive. Then he had to go steal a G string. Fucked it all up.
I think that's your crutch word is a G string when you bring up brother.
It was cologne. It was cologne.
Yeah. Look, I apologize for the internet issues tonight, guys. I was like,
Oh, you stop stealing McDonald's
as soon as it
Wi-Fi.
clear up, it go right back on again. So hopefully, we got this taken care of.
Whataburger
Hey,
Wi-Fi is better.
There's no Whataburger close to me other is 75 miles away. Okay, so the McDonald's is 5 miles, so it's all my damn. It's Xfinity Wi-Fi and it suck. So,
But don't let him crash
sucks,
again.
You know, I can't stand it. I hope not, man. I've been catching bits and pieces, man. But yeah, so we were talking about the running backs.
Yeah, go ahead while you're on.
The only thing, man, that I really noticed that we got a bunch of little guys. The what?
Yeah.
What
You
you
said
say,
we have a
Mike?
bunch of little guys, like Pomeranians and hamsters.
Hello. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, keep going.
I hear you.
You said you have a bunch of little guys.
Damn.
Yeah, the big fella. Rue, what did you see out of this running back room?
You know, for what Mike McCarthy's going to run as an offense, I feel like it's serviceable. I feel like it's going to just work. Just because Mike McCarthy's not a big running guy anyway. So for me, I feel like he's going to be using the pass game a lot more, just like he did last season. And I think we might see some more plays coming out of the backfield. That's what I would predict out of the backfield, and that might be why we've gotten a little bit smaller. These guys can pass catch out of the backfield and kind of make things happen. But I feel like Rico's going to be a serviceable running back. I feel like he had flashes and moments. Obviously, he got a few injuries last season that kind of held him back. But I've seen pops and I've seen bursts out of Rico in terms of anytime he was ever met in the backfield, he always got positive yards out of it. And he's a hard runner, and I feel like he'll be serviceable in a Mike McCarthy offense. You're not going to see any explosions out of this running back room, but I feel like it'll get the job done.
Corner,
What's up, corner?
talk to me, corner. You see anything? You see anything positive out of this running back room?
I didn't. The only positive I really seen was Malik Davis knows how to keep his legs moving. That was it.
But he can't catch that ball on the.
I mean, he sure the hell can't. There's a lot of people that can't catch that ball.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know, man. And Zeke.
Not suiting
Zeke
up.
should have been suited up playing too. Like Zeke didn't earn anything to sit on the bench over there with Jalen Tolbert. This is a running back competition. You shouldn't have gave anybody the sidelines. They all should have took reps. All of them should have took reps. I don't know, dude. I think this running game is on track. We got 2 more games, but I think this running game is on track to be worse than it was last year.
Shit. So we're gonna be as Mikey called it. We're gonna be a pass crack heavy this year.
They better pay CD Lamb tonight, right now, at this moment.
Shit.
I don't know how. At the end of the day, you had to kind of see this coming, though, right? I mean, we didn't draft a running back with what we have and what we brought in. And you know what? I really don't disagree, because I was surprised to not see Jalen Tolbert on the field. I was, I'm not so surprised about Zeke just because of his age and his position and the fact that they kind of know what they have with him. And it is kind of annoying though, just because, if you're Rico, it's like, man, you better run hard, because obviously it already is what it is with Zeke in terms of what his usage is going to be. And it's probably just, I would assume it's just going to be red zone material from Zeke. I can't imagine that he's really going to be that workhorse back or whatever, the consistent first down, the consistent back for this offense. I can't imagine that that's what's going to be happening. I'd be very surprised if it was. But it's Mike McCarthy, man. Mike McCarthy don't run the ball. He never has. He's not a running football coach. Running is a gimmick for Mike McCarthy. He's going to run through the air, short passes, and then go deep when he can. That's just the way it's going to be with Mike McCarthy.
I wanted to see Nathaniel Pete. He didn't look good. I didn't realize how small he was. Them legs are like little. He's like running on milk duds. Like I want to see whose leg is longer, Deuce Vaughn's or Nathaniel Pete's. And this is what happens when you draft when you want to draft a feel-good story like Deuce Vaughn. I get it what he did at Kansas State, but this is the NFL. Darren Sproles had a certain role that Sean Payton knew how to use him in, right? Mike McCarthy is not going to do that Sean Payton role with Deuce Vaughn. So we should have drafted a better, sizable running back instead of drafted a feel-good story. And then you come in this draft and this free agency, and you didn't draft anything. Who weren't we going to draft then?
Say
that again?
Who weren't we going to draft? Was Nealon the pick? Because now we need Nealon. Like, who would you take out of who we drafted that we didn't get? And don't say obviously Mozzie or something like that. Out of all the other guys that we could have got, who would you not have? Because you say it very nonchalantly, like an ordinary Cowboy fan. You're selling very, very mid Cowboy fan. Like,
no, it's the Cowboys. I'm talking about the hand that we're dealt, not the hypotheticals. I'm talking about the hands that were dealt, not the hypotheticals. Deuce Vaughn had his opportunity against the Lions, and he had 2 yards.
Well, you got him in the 7th round.
You drafted him in the 6th round
anyway. Like,
you drafted him in the 6th round.
But what are we talking about?
Deuce Vaughn.
No, but why are you bickering like we drafted this feel good story?
We did. We could have drafted something better, a better running back, a bigger running back, something with a little bit more potential. You know how Deuce Vaughn's going out the window? It's his 2nd year, and he's doing wide receiver routes.
Yeah,
that's how you know he's out the door. That tells you that was a real good
front
pick.
Office is predicating more on the offensive line to make the running backs that we got better, to get better offensive line. That's their philosophy, and you know it. With as deep as the offensive line as we've had in a long time, you wouldn't say that? I don't know about Xfinity right now.
Again?
I can't hear you. Froze.
You got Xfinity too, corner?
Something's going on in Colorado, I swear.
He in Kansas.
So what's up,
Yeah, I
bro?
was about to say Cowboys corners in Kansas.
He's in Kansas. I thought he was in Colorado.
No,
No, it's Kansas. Kansas. And I know you ain't talking about my education system and your ass in Kansas. Like, come on, man.
Nobody went
Come on,
to Texas.
bro.
He was in Texas.
You're acting up.
But this running back room,
Acting
to me, this running back room is all right as long as our O line is all right, right? I think Dowdle's gonna give us some flashes. I'm low key kind of with corner on this as far as Deuce Vaughn. I just think we wanted what he's calling a feel good story, and I see it right. But I just think that I don't see anything there, right? He was out hamstring. I think you guys said hamstring.
Yeah.
So we'll see if he suits up for the Raider game. So we'll go from there. But this running back room is tough right now. It's tough. I was hoping to see some Zeke play. Hey. She's already yelling at me. The baby's already yelling at me. But I was hoping to see Zeke. I know he suited up, but I was hoping to see him get out there and get some runs in. We didn't see that, so we'll see.
Yeah, one more joint practice with the
Rams
tomorrow, don't they?
Yeah,
that's like
shout
a
out to Boots on the
another-
Ground Eric. He was telling us to fly out. I was telling I was hoping maybe the PJ was ready, but I just called Jerry right now. He told me he really can't send that PJ today. So
I love private. The Jason Terry. He was gonna send you that Jason Terry.
So Eric, Boots on the Ground. Eric, shout out my boy Boots on the Ground. Yeah, we won't be out there, man. The PJ is not ready. It's not locked and loaded today.
See the big fella has his phone on, right? You got a better connection with your phone, big fella.
The big fella got that Xfinity, man, but
Hell no, because it's even worse.
I say he delayed.
Hey, this Infinity is killing me tonight, bro.
Dude, this show feels like Trey Lance is running this show.
it's the Trey Lance show right now.
It's the Trey Lance show right now.
We're off by a bit. We're either high or low.
I'd
Bro,
say
if you don't
solid
stop
D minus.
If you don't stop disrespecting Miles Austin right now with that
This is Amari Cooper.
Oh, exactly. It's a mark. It's John Jett. What are you talking about?
It's a recycled jersey.
Hey, and Robert is right. I do got this dial up tonight because it sucked.
Oh no, dude. So my Surface Pro, my hard drive died. So I had to pull out my wife's laptop. I ordered a new laptop. It's on its way. But this I don't know how my wife did any college work on this Chrome thing. It's straight booty, dude.
Is it from Gucci?
The universe is
No,
telling
it's
you.
from Five Below.
The universe is telling you something.
Five Below.
Corner.
It's from Five Below. I don't know where we bought this laptop, but I feel bad for her.
No, but hey.
Oh, but hey, all right, guys. Anything else from this game? Like the narratives, we wanted to see Mozzie, we wanted to see Tyler, we wanted to see Cooper Beebe. We want to see Cooper Beebe play. Brock Hoffman had some good work at center, which that's our pet cat, that's our dog, and I don't see him being surpassed, and I see him being our starting center in the beginning of the season. What do you think about that?
Brock Hoffman looked good. We saw him get those first team reps. Shout out to Mr. Nasty Time. Big shout out to Brock Hoffman. Cooper Beebe did look good though. I'm not gonna lie, he looked good out there. He's a big body. He's a big body boy, but I think that it's still in the works as far as him for center. I saw a message today. I saw a notification that he was taking first team reps today. So I think we're gonna see him actually more in the Raiders game. Maybe he'll start the Raiders game, as opposed to Brock. But Brock Hoffman, he's gonna be that dude, right? So we'll see. We'll see where Cooper Beebe lands after this, right?
What do you guys want to see out of the Raider game? Brew, what do you want out of the Raider game? What more do you need? What do you want to see? Who do you want to see? We need to see Jalen Tolbert. We get that, but who do you want to see, Rue?
I want to see this team freaking score. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. I want to see them actually score a damn touchdown.
Yeah, there you go.
Stop wasting these red zone opportunities. It's ridiculous. Aside from that, man, I believe the whole thing with Brock and Cooper Beebe at that spot. I think it's straight up just a flat out open competition. These guys are going to go back and forth through the next few games, and it's going to be a situation where they're going to be battling it out for that spot. Obviously, I like the rest of you, I'm rooting for Brock in that situation. But if Cooper can get in where he fits in anywhere on this line, if he's the best man for the job there or somewhere else, it is what it is. That's the way this business works. But I really want to see some more pressure from our D line. Need to see them plug in those gaps a little bit better in terms of what I'd like to see in the next game. I'd like to see the first team offense if possible, just for that one opening drive, just to get a feel for what this team looks like, with our quarterback under center and with the pieces that we have around us right now, because at the end of the day, we don't know what's going to happen with CD Lamb. Might be the only thing that saves Mikey in our bet, but it's one of those situations where it's like I hope that's not what we end up with.
I was thinking about that. If Brandon Cooks ends up being the number one, and that'd be to my chagrin, like it'd be the worst tasting steak ever.
Not the worst tasting.
Big fella, what do you expect out of this Raider game?
I expect 4 quarters of Trey Lance trying to improve his C to a C plus. That's what I'm expecting.
Corner, what do you want to see out of this Raider game?
I want to see better game management by our head coach. Some of this stuff can fumble into the regular season. When it's 4th and 1, you got to give it to your running back and run the ball. Pick up the first down, get more chances. Mike McCarthy is very stubborn when it comes to game management, and we've seen that a lot. And then he'll blame it on the stadium clock. But I'm looking for Mozzie Smith to play better. Looking for this interior D line to play better. I'm looking for Julius Woods, number 33, to keep playing. I want that guy on this team. He stuck out to me. I didn't even mention him in my first time here. But Julius Woods, number 33, I'm a fan of. Huge fan of. Harmon. I want Harmon 84 to stack better days and keep going. There's a lot of dark horses that we've seen some flashes of, like Julius Woods and Harmon and
Stephen Jones.
And the tight end, what was his name?
Stephen Jones, Fant.
No, the other one.
Stephen Jones.
No, not Junior, not Fant. No.
Endershot?
No, you are saying all the other names but this one. Span Ford. I want to see more of Span Ford.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to see more of that. But no, man, I need to see more of this running game too. I need to see a lot of stuff in order for it ain't just Trey Lance. Like that's a third. He's third on the depth chart. I'm looking for depth. Like what's behind Dak? It's Cooper Rush, right? What's behind Mozzie and Oso Digizua? That's what's scaring me, and that I need them to iron that out. I need someone to step up.
Mikey, what do you want to see at this Raider game?
The interior line, hit it on the head. Like I'm not saying I'm completely satisfied with our offensive line, but they show that they belong on the field. But our interior line, that's huge because that's was something we needed done. We needed to take care of, and we need our first round pick to play like a first round pick. When he's square, he maintains his block. When they turn him sideways, he's done for. He's done. There was a cutback his way, and we gave up yards, and he got tired at the end of that drives. So I just want to see Mozzie do better in the interior line for sure.
For me, it's I think that corner hit it on the head. I want to see what's behind, right? What do we have, in case those first stringers aren't there, because right now it's still everything's kind of, what are we gonna see next, right? That running back room, I really hope we see more out of it. We know our offensive line, what it's got. We seen what Tyler Guyton. I think we're gonna see more of Awesome Richards out there too. So we'll see what that pans out. Cooper Beebe, I honestly believe that this game we'll see him more. We'll see him starting. So this Raider game is the second preseason game. We're gonna see more, right? To me, it's always fuck the Raiders, and I want to see us beat them. I definitely want to see a score like Bruce said, man. We got to get a touchdown. And we're on to preseason game number 2, right? So let's see what we get there, and we'll take it from there. Big fella.
Yes, man. Hey, first of all, I'd like to apologize to everybody.
Sneaky.
What's up, Sneak? Man, I apologize. I had to go to my phone and turn my Wi-Fi off. I'm straight on data right now. But there are storms right here in the Denver area, so that may have something to do with it. Don't talk about my dial-up anymore, Robert. I don't appreciate that, because AOL said that the connection is good.
You got mail.
I don't even know anybody got AOL.
Who had that sound? What the hell?
Hey, but no, man. Hey, appreciate Corner for joining us and everything, man. Shout out to Can Fan, Cowboy Beats joining us. Hey, man, St. Louis Joe, Ivan Sosa, Boots on the Ground, Eric. Hey, man, everybody was in the chat today, man. Mike know how to fire up Cowboy fans. Just like I was on his show and I got verbally assaulted. So, I'm
hey, we put that behind us. We're looking forward, not backwards.
Hey, after being on his show, I get verbally assaulted, but I'm fine now. I went to counseling and everything, and they told me I was a better guy for going through counseling. But
we all need therapy.
So man, once again, man, shout out, man. Like Mikey, what are they supposed to do?
If you like us, tell your friends about us.
Man, and like I always say, man, Dallas Cowboys for life. We'll see y'all.
D-
Cowboys.
This is what we're doing now. We're just gonna make stuff up. It's gonna be off the cuff. It's gonna be wild. And this is crazy because y'all are Cowboys fans, from what I understand. And what's even wilder is y'all gave it like the hard pause. Like y'all gave it like the, oh man, he about to say something profound. Like he's gonna drop the mic. He's gonna give us the knowledge of the Cowboys' first round draft selection history.
Send this to a Dallas Cowboys fan.
Is it true? Is it true? Is it true that the Cowboys have the best fans? Yes, sir.
I trip out on that. Because I'm swimming in it. I wear this jersey every first game. It's my favorite jersey.
Drop some bars to my pussy.
Came from El Paso.
Go Cowboys!